Have you ever been relaxing peacefully on the couch? Maybe watching videos late at night, scrolling endlessly through your phone, or simply trying to enjoy a quiet moment after a long, exhausting day, when suddenly, your cat slowly reaches out one tiny paw and gently places it right on your arm. Not scratching, not attacking, just resting there quietly. And somehow, that tiny little touch feels strangely emotional, almost human, like they are trying to say something without using words. If you are a cat owner, you probably know exactly what I mean. And honestly, it might be one of the sweetest things a cat can possibly do. Welcome back, friends. Tonight, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and heartwarming behaviors in feline psychology. The real reason your cat puts their paw on you. Because believe it or not, that tiny little gesture often carries far more emotion, meaning, and trust than most people realize. Cats are incredibly subtle creatures. Unlike dogs, who usually communicate loudly and dramatically, cats communicate through tiny details. The position of their ears, the movement of their tail, the way they blink, the way they sit near you, and especially, the way they touch you. Every small movement means something, which means when your cat deliberately places their paw on your body, they are almost always communicating intentionally. And once you begin understanding feline body language, you realize your cat has probably been talking to you this entire time. One of the most common reasons cats place their paw on humans is affection. Pure, quiet affection. To us, it may seem like a random touch, but to cats, physical contact is deeply meaningful. Cats are naturally cautious animals. In the wild, unnecessary physical contact can be risky because it requires vulnerability and trust. So when your cat calmly reaches out and touches you while purring softly, that tiny moment is actually incredibly emotional. It is the feline equivalent of saying, "I feel safe with you." Some experts even compare it to hand-holding. And honestly, once you really watch their expression while they do it, it truly feels that way, especially if they accompany the paw touch with slow blinking. Now, if you are unfamiliar with slow blinking, this is one of the biggest signs of trust a cat can give. Cats only slowly close their eyes around creatures they believe are completely harmless, because closing their eyes means becoming temporarily vulnerable. So if your cat is touching your arm with one tiny paw, while half asleep, slow blinking, and softly purring, you are witnessing one of the purest forms of feline affection possible. Your cat genuinely trusts you, completely, and considering how naturally cautious cats are, that level of trust is actually very special. But affection is not the only message hidden behind the paw touch. Sometimes, your cat simply wants attention. And honestly, cats are absolute masters at getting attention. Think about it. Your cat has probably spent hours studying human behavior. They know exactly what works. A soft meow, a dramatic stare, knocking objects off shelves for absolutely no reason. And of course, the famous paw tap. Imagine your cat sitting beside you while you stare endlessly at your phone. From their perspective, you are completely ignoring them, which is honestly unacceptable behavior in the feline universe. So eventually, they gently reach out and touch you, almost like they are saying, "Excuse me, the important creature in this room is actually me." And the funniest part is, it usually works immediately. Humans are powerless against tiny paws, especially when combined with those giant innocent cat eyes. Some cats even learn that the paw tap is basically a magical control button for humans. Touch human, receive pets, receive cuddles, receive food. Honestly, from the cat's perspective, it is brilliant strategy. But there is another fascinating reason many cats place their paws on their humans. Scent marking. Cats experience the world through scent far more deeply than humans do. For us, sight dominates everything. But for cats, smell carries emotional meaning. It tells them who belongs, who feels safe, what territory is secure, and who is part of their family. Most people know cats have scent glands around their cheeks and face. But interestingly, cats also have scent glands hidden near their paw pads, which means when your cat presses their little toe beans against your skin, they may actually be leaving tiny scent markers behind. In other words, they are emotionally claiming you. To your cat, shared scent equals connection, belonging, family. This is also why cats rub against your legs, sleep on your clothes, or somehow appear instantly the moment you place fresh laundry on the bed. They want their scent mixed with yours, because in feline psychology, shared scent creates emotional security. So when your cat places their paw on you, they may quietly be saying, "You are part of my world," and honestly, that is kind of beautiful. But context matters too. because timing changes everything. For example, does your cat suddenly place their paw on you every single morning around breakfast time? Well, that one might be slightly less emotional. Cats are deeply connected to routine, and they memorize schedules with terrifying accuracy. If breakfast is even slightly delayed, many cats behave as though civilization itself is collapsing. So that gentle paw on your leg may simply mean, "Human, the bowl is empty. Fix this immediately," and somehow, they always manage to look deeply offended while demanding food you literally gave them 2 hours earlier. Some cats even escalate dramatically if ignored. First a gentle paw tap, then louder meows, then pacing, then sitting directly in front of your face like tiny furry supervisors judging your performance. Cats truly are masters of emotional manipulation. But there is another side to this behavior that many people overlook. Sometimes, cats place their paw on humans because they feel nervous or anxious. Cats may appear confident and independent, but emotionally, many of them are surprisingly sensitive. A loud thunderstorm, visitors in the house, strange noises outside, changes in routine. All of these things can make cats feel uncertain, and during moments of stress, many cats instinctively seek physical reassurance from the humans they trust most. You might notice your cat quietly placing their paw on your arm during storms, or curling unusually close beside you when unfamiliar people visit. This is not random. Your presence genuinely comforts them. To your cat, you are safety. You are stability. You are the calm part of their environment. And honestly, that emotional trust is incredibly touching, especially because cats do not give comfort-seeking behavior to just anyone. They choose carefully who makes them feel secure. Another fascinating thing about cats is how individual their personalities are. Some cats constantly touch their owners, others rarely do. Some cats dramatically place both paws on your chest while staring into your soul at 3 in the morning. Others quietly rest one paw against your leg for only a few seconds before walking away mysteriously. Every cat has their own emotional language, their own little rituals, their own ways of expressing affection. And part of the beauty of loving a cat is slowly learning how to understand those tiny signals over time. The more attention you pay, the more you begin realizing your cat communicates constantly, not with words, but with presence, touch, trust, and tiny quiet gestures that somehow end up meaning everything. So the next time your furry little roommate gently places their paw on your arm, pause for a second before brushing it off, because in their own soft feline language, they may actually be saying, "I trust you. I feel safe here. Please pay attention to me." Or maybe simply, "You are my favorite human," and honestly, there are few compliments in life sweeter than being loved by a cat. If you enjoyed tonight's cozy little journey into feline psychology, do not forget to subscribe to MoonPaw for more relaxing cat stories, emotional pet facts, and peaceful late-night videos for cat lovers around the world. And before you go, tell me something. Does your cat gently place their paw on you too? And what do you think they are trying to say when they do it? I would genuinely love to hear your stories down in the comments. Until next time, give your cat a gentle slow blink for me, and have a peaceful night.